What's up, everybody? Donegan McQuaig here. I'm driving to Hollywood, and I've just been cogitating about some thoughts on tips for people when they're looking for commercial real estate to rent. The first biggest tip I would say, which is sort of ironic that I'm saying this, but if you don't need the space, don't rent the space. A lot of people, feel an urge, to get a space for the wrong reasons, just to, I don't know, whether it's to feel successful or, to look good or whatever, but, a lot of, I've leased to over 1,000 business owners space in Los Angeles, and what I did with my business is, I lived in my car for 7 months and in an office for 36 months, so you want to keep your overhead as low as fucking possible, right? So if what you're doing is working, and if you're working from home and you got your operation there, if you don't need the space, if it's not going to take you to the next level, don't get it. Focus on the profit, limit your overhead, and put 100% of your emphasis on what's most profitable. And when you get to the point where it's obvious that you definitely need a space, and it's gonna catapult you ahead, then lease it. So that's one recommendation. The second thing is when you're looking for space, so real estate brokers are paid by commission, right? So they only get paid when you can actually rent the space, right? And that they can close a deal with you. So in their mind, when you're calling, they're thinking to themselves, okay, is this person, am I gonna spend a whole bunch of time with this person and not get paid, and just basically gonna be a waste of time, essentially, right? So I get people that tell me frequently that other brokers don't even reply to them when they call, which is messed up. I at least respond to everyone, right? But it's like when you're in a job interview, it's not the time to hold back on your achievements, you know what I mean? So if you're leaving a voicemail, just say, hey, my name is John, I own 2 existing locations, this is what I do, and I have great credit, call me back, bye. I'll ask people questions, and it's like, this is a time to brag about yourself, don't hold anything back, because the agent or the broker, wants to know who you are, what you do, and, if they can, actually lease to you somewhere, right? So, don't hold back, if you don't have a website or social media, say, hey, I don't have a website or social media, I don't need it, all of my business is by referral, all good, but, I don't know, sometimes I feel like it's pulling teeth to get information out of people, so, don't be shy. And lastly, what was the third thing I wanted to mention? So the third thing I wanted to say relates to sort of the first thing I wanted to say, which is, when you're starting a business, most of the time, you start the business first and then get a space. When someone says, oh, unless it's, I haven't started the business yet, I'm just looking for space. And I'm like, that's like putting the cart before the horse, right? I guess that ages me for using that phrase, but yeah, that's backwards, right? Especially for fashion companies. A lot of new fashion companies are like kids in their bedroom that created the company, and it's already existing and online and everything, and then they get a space. It's like, it really depends on the business model and what you're really going for, but if it's how you're generating business, pretty much everything is online nowadays, unless it's like, you know, something that you have to be there, like, you know, a hair salon, you know, or like a tattoo shop. But even for tattoo, you know, you already have your own book of business typically. Like, you know, you don't go open a shop and then start learning to tattoo, right? That's like backwards. So in the same way, you know, and it's so easy, like in stores, for instance, there's so many platforms online right now where you can just create your own online store, you know, and get that going, you know, get some success from that, get some income, and then get the space, you know what I mean? So that's something really to think about, because, you know, most people, most of the time you have a business and then you open. I guess back in the day when the internet didn't exist and everything was like, had to be a storefront, it's one thing, but you know, I mean, even food, like a lot of like food trucks, before a lot of people, before they do food, they do like a restaurant, they do pop-ups, you know. It's, don't just go looking for, and then somebody's like, sometimes I get people that call and they're like, oh, well, I'm not sure what kind of business I want to start there. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, what do you... I mean, I guess it can make sense in some world where you're like, oh, okay, like I need to figure out what the neighborhood needs and like what sort of services are underrepresented or something like that. But normally you have a business and then you go look for the space. You don't look for the space and then start a business from it. So yeah, those are the 3 tips that I recommend for, you know, people that are looking to start a business and looking to get a commercial space. And so hopefully you find that helpful and valuable, and have a glorious day.